Continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's get off the field, D. Shift. Check three.
Nixon will try the right side. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Lee. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Alert 3.
6-6. Pull it high.
First carry for Darius Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
General West.
Watch the screen. Joker. Bang.
Here's Geis. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Topper! Get it!
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38. 37-yard line.
Ready, set.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
91.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place, he's got the lane, and there he goes. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 31, check.
Greystone, travel. Hey, check 26. Hey, high 7.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Check. Crunch. 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 Recon. 132 fighter. Stay grip.
2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Four down, four down. Deuce, 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 deuce.
You draw Corkers. Hey, wahoo! 5.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tressway on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
It's just me and you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, 626. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Jump out.
56. Check 56.
Right.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 13.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Much 56. Much 56. In your face.
Wipe out.
No.
Jim.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete to Anderson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. He finds Beckham complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Inside. Shit. 150. Plant.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 56 to Mike.
Right now. You got 58.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back. Callie. Throw left, Callie. Get up.
Rodgers again now. Going for it all. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what you're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill.
22 jet bomber. Take four.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll look to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Switch.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Matchbox lights.
Yo, under 10, under 10, 10. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check, check, check. Begin, begin, begin.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Da-da-da. 319.
Check 56.
Back one. 319.
He's coming.
319.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the Redskins' 48-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go, here we go.
Easy, 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 easy.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
319.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on first down. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
The score, Ravens 17, Redskins 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Mixon. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single receiver.
At the 26-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Push him back.
Hey, black.
Out. Jim.
To the 50. Shoot. Here, Mike.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check it out, Reed.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. And
319. Run right.
Switch.
Right.
Check 99. Check out, bro. He's coming.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
56 to Mike.
Back to one. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check it out. It's our time.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Lee. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second and 9 now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Here we go.
You're out.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 36.
Hey, lock it.
36.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Check 3. Check.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
Motion.
Cut out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for his tight end read. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Hey, 88.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
We got 4. Kill.
Get 300.
56.
Back north.
Must 56. Watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Hey, take 26.
56.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's bring it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Topper!
Slam. Check
Inside.
Check 37.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You got 58.
Watch twist. Check 43. Check.
This is Mixon on the draw. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Echo.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Coming to you. Mike, 36.
Hey!
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No. 319.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They said their goal was to win